podcast in which one man strives to level up his geekhood and helping you do the same, one battle at a time. Now, let's get geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Welcome to Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. Today we have on Patrick Meyer, who is the mind or the brains or both behind Ultimate Table of Gaming. Is that what it's called, Patrick?
Yeah, Table of Ultimate Gaming. Yep.
And are you the minds and the minds and the muscle behind it, or where do you fit in?
Yeah, founder.
Okay, so what can you? And so it looks like you have a Kickstarter going on. What can you tell us about the tables of Ultimate Gaming and whatnot? What you have going on?
Yeah, right. So we're launching a line of products that are really designed to help gamers game. Tabletop gamers, adventure, fantasy, whatever the case may be. And what we've tried to do is start with game tables. But not approach them from the viewpoint of a furniture maker. We're not interested in being in the furniture business. We're interested in really creating modular systems with accessories to really help you game and get the most out of your games with you and your friends, whether it's just casual play, tournament play, or whatever the case may be. So we have a lot of history creating consumer products of various sorts, and my partner Jamie McBain and I moved into this space, in the last year after talking about it for several years, and we've got the production, the design, the capability to deliver not only a lot of features and value, but do it at a great price.
Cool beans. So have you always been in? What were you doing before this? Were you always creating, not necessarily furniture, but something similar to the game tables?
Yeah, so we've had a long history of consumer products. I was part of a large toy company and from product company, and we've done everything from Halo action figures with Bungie, Microsoft, EA, NASCAR products, collectibles, infant products, and brought a lot of things to market for fans of different brands. We ourselves, Jamie and I, we're passionate about this category. So we took everything that we've learned and all of our capabilities and to deliver these specific products around the Table of Ultimate Gaming and the accessories that come with it.
So you say you're passionate about gaming. How did you get into tabletop gaming, or has it already been a part of your life?
Since I can remember. Actually, my father used to be in the toy industry, and he got me into the toy industry, and from a manufacturer and design and sales standpoint, out of the Chicago area. And we lived in Northern Illinois, and he actually sold himself as a sales rep professionally some of the first TSR products for Gary Gygax and the crew up in Wisconsin. So I remember my first modules and Dungeon Master guides and figures, and that got me through a lot of Chicago, northern, suburban Chicago winters. And then since then, we like most of us in this industry who have been around a little while, we've seen it progress from paper into the digital realm, and then of course, the traditional tabletop product, which we're all excited about, has grown so much recently. It's really been fantastic.
Cool beans. And so, why the jump into making tables? Isn't there enough table companies out there making tables for gaming, or not?
Well, none that I can afford, and I don't know about you, but I haven't seen any that are really affordable. There's some beautiful products out there that I'm a big fan of. High-end dining room tables that convert into opportunity to play games. Often they're sort of limited on features because they're a piece of furniture, and its size is what it is, and it's a beautiful product. But for thousands and thousands of dollars, I just don't think that is approachable. We can aspire to them, but aspiring doesn't really help us, right, on Friday night when we're trying to game. So I think what Jamie and we try to do is not only design in great design and features and functionality and innovation, and really not be concerned about holiday dinner. Okay, one great thing about our tables is you can close them up. We've got great optional covers. You can certainly use them as a traditional table to eat, do homework, whatever the case may be, or just game on that top surface. You can remove one of the 4 sections and reveal game. Do a reveal on the game boards as you go along if that's the style of play you're using. So, they certainly convert into that type of product, but frankly, there has not been, I think, an exciting, innovative, modular product. And when I say modular, our 3x5 connects to another 3x5. So it can be 3x10, it can be 3x20, it can be 3 by as much as you want. You can connect the other sides, and the 3x5 turns into a 6x5 or a 6x10. The 4x6, the same way, connects modular sense. So really everything about this system, from the modular deco that you can switch out, to the fact that the tables connect to each other, to the fact that we have multiple levels in our gameplay. So you can set up the table, these ultimate game tables, to have a 1.5-inch drop, in other words, sort of a shallow play surface, or you can set it up to have a 3.5-inch drop for dungeon crawls and other figural play and whatnot that might suit a deeper. It's got AC on both ends, USB power on both ends. So the modularity of it, when I say modularity, is really designed to make sure that you never outgrow this table. All of the accessories for the 3x5 work on the 4x6. So really, it's a completely different mindset than what would be a high-end $3,000 piece of furniture. Again, those are cool. I can't afford them. We wanted to make something that not only we could afford, but we think the average gamer or a lot of people out there can purchase, or group up their money to have the gaming group purchase, so that it's approachable and not just aspirational.
So when you say modular, I see modular as one of those card tables that folds up. It's different than that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, modular in the sense that you can remove the sides of the table and add them together. So you can take 2 tables and put them together. You can take 3 tables and put them together, 4, 5, 6, as much as you want. And you can create different layouts. So it doesn't have to be a square or a rectangle. You can do L shapes. You can do C shapes for different layouts. You can see that at UltimateGameTable.com. We're starting to put some examples up. So the game table itself can grow. Right, it can grow as your gaming grows and grow as your needs grow. So that also makes it great for a single table for a home or apartment, or multiple tables for even game clubs or stores that want to have larger tables. They can take advantage of that.
Cool beans. So I see, in one sense, I see that kind of being like grandma's, like when I went to dinner for Thanksgiving, where they'd put several different tables together. But then in another sense, it seems like there'll be more to play on games, because I don't consider that sacrilegious. At least I would. But I'm kind of new to gaming, of playing games on the same table that you're eating. That kind of seems like sacrilege almost.
Well, I think people can do whatever they want, right?
Well, there you go. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's true. So you're doing a Kickstarter for these tables, is that correct?
Yeah, we are. So August 24th, we're doing a Kickstarter, and we're really excited about it. I think you've even seen, and that's how we sort of connected. You found us through social media. We've developed a really great following. We've really taken advantage of social media, not to just communicate about these tables, but I think you've also seen where, while this is a crowd-funded operation on August 24th, that begins for a month, where we're going to crowd fund this and get this up and running, and it'll be very exciting future. But also, it's crowd designed, so we've been spending a lot of time on social media. I think pretty much every aspect of the table has been vetted with the fans out there, the Table of Ultimate Gaming, and they've put their input, years of experience into everything we're doing, from cup holders to DM screens to dice towers, to the mats themselves, to the modularity of the system. Certainly a lot of input around the modular deco, which is the ability to change the theme of the table out very quickly. So all of that has been hugely beneficial. So when we say we're a crowd design product line, that's absolutely true. So if you have an opinion, you have an idea, we're open to it, and we've been doing a lot of those discussions. So that's all leading up to the August 24th Kickstarter, and that at that time is really our opportunity to get these products up running and into distribution. That said, we are highly connected to our manufacturing. Our team is also manufacturers, so this is not a situation where we're looking to kickstart a product and then go figure out how to make it. In fact, we did a reveal today. We did an unboxing already of Deco. We're going to do a reveal and unboxing of tables at the end of the week here. And not sure when people will hear this podcast out there, but we're still a couple weeks out from 2-3 weeks out from that Kickstarter. So we're already in production, pre-production. So we'll be looking to really start principal production during the Kickstarter period. So if we kick off great and looks like we're getting great orders, we're not going to wait until the very end of that period. We'll go ahead and start manufacturing during that period in order to try to get a jump and get people their tables as quick as is reasonably possible.
Well, that'd be cool. And let's see. So, yeah, because I'm not sure. We'll find out. It'll probably air before or during like the first part of the Kickstarter. So it's starting the 24th of August, and it will go through. Do you know approximately what day or when about it'll end?
Well, we're going to run it right now. We're finalizing that 35 days. So pretty traditional.
Okay, so let's see if we look at the 24th of August. So let's see, just trying to so the people have a little bit of an idea. So the 24th, that's like on a Thursday or Friday. And then probably around the end of September, it looks like.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, cool beans. And you say there was different themes. I know I saw like a dragon and Celtic knots. What other themes are there? I want to say there were like 4 maybe that I saw.
Yeah, right. So we've introduced 4, and we're getting a lot of feedback on that. And people can see that, of course. Great videos on our YouTube channel or at the website. Of some of that, and there'll be more of us showing those. But we have a Celtic design, which has been real popular, real classic and beautiful. We have what we're calling ramparts, which is really about weapons, shields, more medieval look, I would suppose, with a castle on the side. We have a dragon theme with some really fantastic flame and dragon, a red dragon series we're launching. And then the 4th one is some skulls and some really cool things along that line. This week, based on feedback from the community, we're going to introduce probably 3 more. So we're working on something maybe Edwardian, something along the lines of a more traditional gaming. For those that aren't really doing war gaming or adventure gaming, we want some deco to outfit your table beautifully. That's a little bit more traditional, and probably something more sci-fi to address some of those themes. So to start with, at Kickstarter, we hope to have a deco theme that really appeals to the majority of the people and how they play and categories, but that'll expand over time. And because the deco is removable and modular in that sense, you can mix, match, buy different sets, mix different themes, and have a lot of fun with that. So we're working.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. So the theme isn't necessarily part of the table; it's just something you can remove and switch out. You said.
Yeah, so it's optional. So the base core table is a standard table, and then these attach. We will be showing a lot of that, how that works shortly here on social and video on the website. But you can then have a traditional table, and then when the friends come over and you want to do the dragon theme, you put that on, and the whole table's personality changes. And if you want to change that out and do sci-fi, play a little 40K or something along those lines, you can switch that out. And then mix. You can certainly mix between themes. We've heard a lot of that online, people interested in buying multiple themes and using some of the parts of the dragon theme and some of the parts of the rampart theme, and really personalize that. And then the last thing I'll say is, after we move past the Kickstarter, we're going to be doing custom as well. So custom designs. If you want your the name of your gaming group, you want the name of your shop or your restaurant or your cafe, or your personalization of a theme or a design, we'll work with you at ultimategametable.com. The crew will work with you and create that and get that out to you. So
Oh, cool, cool. So, what you're saying, you're going to be doing it afterwards. Why should someone go ahead and back this Kickstarter project and not wait until after the fact?
Well, two reasons. One, if the Kickstarter is quite successful, and we hope it is, we're going to be making tables for Kickstarter orders for some period of time, so you'll have to wait. And secondly, we're doing some deep discounts on Kickstarter, so you'll never find it as inexpensive and such a good value as well on Kickstarter. So both value and speed to your living room or your where you're playing your games.
Okay, cool, cool. And so these will be shipped to our homes. I'm not very mechanically minded. Will I struggle putting these tables together?
No, really easy. We do some assembly ourselves, but that's another opportunity for value here. And this is a flat pack, so it ships very convenient packages and goes together very simply with simply an Allen wrench and the bolts that come along with it. So I think you'll find it very easy and get it set up in short order.
Cool beans. And you talk about there being. It sounds like there's quite a crew. So this isn't just you and a couple friends in your garage or something.
Yeah, no, nothing could be further from the truth. We've got some posts up on our Facebook page in the last day or so, cutting CNC machines, cutting the plywood, cutting all the different things, doing all the manufacturing design. So it starts with Jamie and I, and we have years of professional experience running major companies, bringing consumer products to market. It's just we've pointed those energies to something now that we really love. Jamie and I tell each other that we've been training our whole lives to do this, right? So we've got the resources and the production to really carry this not only through a very successful Kickstarter, but then a very successful company and brand beyond it. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a really cool thing. Let's see here. So it sounds like they go to, what did you say, TableOfUltimateGaming.com to find out about you and whatnot.
Yeah, so the website is ultimategametable.com. Ultimategametable.com right now is just an informational site that really talks about the tables and gives a little bit more detail and depth, and we'll continue to build that out as we get more videos and photo shoots. They can certainly go to Ultimate Game Table, search that up on Twitter, search Ultimate Game Table, Table of Ultimate Gaming. Search Table of Ultimate Gaming on Facebook, Table of Ultimate Gaming on Facebook or Instagram. So you can find us out there in social or on the web and get a lot more information, videos, and insights, sometimes hourly insights into the progress of this.
Cool. So do you know what kind of, I know your Kickstarter hasn't launched yet or whatnot at the time of this recording, but what kind of price point difference are we looking at compared to those who back and those who get it afterwards, do you think?
Well, it'll be a substantial discount.
Okay, cool. Cool beans. Let's see here. And so you have four things, but they're all four of those are gonna be on Kickstarter or just one or
All of them. Yeah, in fact, those plus additionals likely.
cool. Cool beans. And let's see here. So yeah, so let's see here. And you said you got into when you said TSR, that was like role playing, wasn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, right. I mean, that was the first D&D, yeah, back in the day.
Cool. And so you're still role playing today. I imagine these tables can be used for anything from Monopoly to tabletop role playing games to board games or anything. It sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's configurable and designed to adapt to your style of play rather than you adapting to it or your kitchen table or your coffee table. So, it really lets you play the way you want to play and gives you all that flexibility to do that. And that's how it's been designed. Gamer first and gamer second is the sort of creed that we design and work by.
Cool. And if I heard right, you have something where I don't know exactly what it's called or whatnot, but where like if I'm playing a game, it's a really long game, it's going to take a while, and I don't want my kids to get into it. Where I can put something down so it's another table and I can play different games. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're talking about the full table covers. So the recessed area in the table, as an option, you can get the full table covers and just make it into a normal table. And of course, the area between that table cover and the play surface, whether it's 1.5 or 3.5 inches, will protect all your ongoing play. So it's really convenient to keep everything there. Another nice feature is if you do upgrade to those table covers, they very clever design. They slide in underneath the table, so they store actually within the table, so you don't have to put your covers in the closet, risk them getting damaged. And when you slide them in, they're fully put away, and you can then slide them back out slightly and use them as a writing surface. So the actual table covers that turn it into a complete table store within the table and also act as desks for 4 positions all the way around the table.
Oh, cool beans. And I had a couple questions for you. That you talked about earlier. What exactly is a DM screen? I haven't.
Oh yeah, Dungeon Master screen. So just one of the things we're working on for some of the role players. Dungeon Master sits at the end of the table and guides the adventure, and he has sort of a screen with all of his information behind it. So one of the specialized things we're doing for that mode of play.
Oh, cool. And also something about AC and adapter plugs or whatnot.
Well, traditional power on both ends. So just like you'd plug in your laptop or plug in a power source, we'll have 2 plugs for each end of the table, as well as 2 USB power too. So you can plug in USBs and get charged to your USB devices. So a lot of people are bringing their laptop to the table now, whether they're doing adventure games or using that to help guide various different aspects of their play, or certainly they just want to have power for a wide variety of uses, including charging cell phones and things like that.
Cool, that's interesting. Cool. Let's see here. So, yeah, I think that's about all we have time for today, or all the questions that I can think of. I really appreciate you coming on the show today, Patrick.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for having me on and letting us talk a little bit about Table of Ultimate Gaming. And obviously just looking forward to everyone's support during the Kickstarter. And please, come to our social and web spots online and let us know what you think, and join the conversation.
For those driving and whatnot right now listening to this, just before they have a chance to go there, is there going to be a lot of different options to back, or is it going to be one price point, or I guess it depends on what you want, really, huh?
Yeah, right. No, absolutely. There'll be a base table because we want to get people into the system, and they have certainly a wide variety of options as you kind of move up through how to outfit the table. So there'll be plenty of options.
Cool. So yeah, so go ahead and check that out. You can go to Kickstarter, and it's table. If they Google Table of Ultimate Gaming, on Kickstarter, that should come up, and then that's where you can be found on. That's your website as well.
Yeah, so just they can Google that, and they'll find, I think, all of our social feeds and be able to locate us and find their way to everything that we're working on.
Okay, cool. Well, once again, thank you for coming on Getting Geeky with Game Relief. We really appreciate it, Patrick.
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Gamer Leaf levels up. Tune in next week to see if Gamer Leaf's luck holds up.